The year was 1920, and the Williamsport Board of Trade determined that it was time to have a hotel comparable to those found in commercial centers like New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. They formed a hotel committee that year with the vision of building a centrally located community-centered hotel for business guests and large-scale conventions and conferences. Fundraising for what was to be known as the Lycoming Hotel was undertaken through the sale of stocks for purchase by local businesses and individuals. This would serve as the means of funds to construct the hotel, which began the build in 1921. Construction continued for the next year, with the Lycoming Hotel officially opening its doors to guests on June 23, 1923.
The Genetti Hotel is obviously, with its location, its prominence, and all of the things that have happened there over the last 100 years, it's part of the fabric of the Williamsport community, plain and simple.
I mean, I look out my office window every day and I can see, the Genetti Hotel. And so it is such a landmark in that corner in downtown Williamsport.
Beyond the countless guests, conferences, and conventions that were held at the Lycoming Hotel in those early years, it also became a key resource and safe haven during times of trouble. The hotel was a key provider of food and shelter to those displaced by the 1936 flood. During World War II, air raid sirens were installed on the roof, in addition to it hosting events for the sale of war bonds and Red Cross meetings. The hotel was the premier property for many decades under the ownership of the Williamsport Hotel Company. Unfortunately, under the latter years of their ownership, the property fell on hard times due to lack of maintenance and upkeep. Gus Genetti came to Williamsport in 1975 to look at this property and could see through the peeling paint and faded curtains to what it was when it first opened. He purchased it that year, knowing that with his work, drive, and vision, the property could once again be a proud focal point for the community in hosting visitors, conferences, and conventions.
Mr. and Mrs. Genetti have been very generous in giving back to the Williamsport community. And Mr. Genetti has a great love of the people of Williamsport.
Gus has been, I know, a great friend to Williamsport and done a great job with that facility.
Gus created the Gus and Val Genetti Donor Advice Fund. So he invested with us to sort of preserve their legacy, also as a vehicle for him to give back to local charities. He's looking at nonprofits in the Lycoming County area, which is where his business is established. And so I think as any business person, giving back to that local community is part of that commitment. Give back locally, support those who are here, shows that, the strong business leader that he is.
They seem to care about their employees. So they've always been nice to me, and I care about them. So that's what means the most to me.
In showing the confidence he had in this undertaking, he put his name on it, renaming the property as the Genetti Lycoming Hotel. In addition to the focus on out-of-town business, Gus emphasized the use of the hotel locally for proms, banquets, and in particular, weddings. Who hasn't been to or heard of a Genetti wedding?
When the Genettis purchased the hotel back in the 70s, I'm sure it had to be a leap of faith to take something that iconic in the area and that old, and to keep it viable and vibrant through the years is an enviable task.
2 words: customer service. I've just never been hesitant about going to anybody that's walking around that has Genetti written on their shirt and asking them a question and knowing that I'm going to get good service.
The staff at the Genetti are really exceptional. They're incredibly friendly and they take great care of the guests. It is nice to have that sort of level of community in a town like Williamsport where everything is fairly close together and it's a very small town feel. Even though we're getting larger every day, it's really nice to have that type of partnership when we need it.
It's just a really good feeling knowing that we have this great group of people that are ready to dig down, dive in, and give the customers what they want.
Each individual person, they do different things. We all come together and use our different techniques and our different experiences in life and how we look at things, how we do things. We all put it together to help this company just, be better.
All the different stories are fun. They add a spring in our step, I think, to keep us inspired, to feel like we're in a special place. And add to that the history and the uniqueness of what this place has meant to a community of people for so long. And yeah, there's no way you don't feel a swell of pride to be a part of it and to want to keep that going.
Operating for 100 years in a community like this, they must be doing something right. Certainly it means that they are tied to the community in a way that maybe a franchise business would not be. If it's a locally owned business particularly, then that makes a huge difference. And there's a recognition that you're an important component of the community, and it really is a give and take relationship. It's got to be a two-way street in order for those things to continue to work. And the longevity of a place like the Genetti really speaks to that, I think.
The Genetti Hotel celebrated the 100th anniversary of the hotel on June 23, 2022. A visitor staying at the property for the first time gets a great appreciation for the history of this property over those 100 years.
I think longevity is a very precious thing. And when you look back 100 years, all of the turmoil, challenges, floods, fires, all kinds of things that occurred during those 100 years, and yet the Genetti has been able to somehow persevere through it.
Walking into the hotel, you see notable names and faces, including Babe Ruth, Cy Young, Branch Rickey, General George Marshall, Eleanor Roosevelt, Nelson Rockefeller, Tony Bennett, and Jay Leno. Those are just a few of the prominent guests hosted at the Genetti Hotel.
I don't care how often you're in there, there's always a new picture, especially the one long hallway that goes out to the parking lot. Different politicians, different sports legends. There's a lot of them that has been to the Genetti at one time or another.
From the Williamsport Crosscutters, we want to congratulate Gus Genetti and the entire Genetti staff on being named the Small Business of the Year recipient this year. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Billtown Blues Association, I just want to thank you for your hard work and your effort, and we're so pleased to be part of this celebration for you.
I'd like to say big congratulations to Kathy and her team, and I'm looking forward to working with them for another 100 years.
I would say to Gus, good job, well done, and just keep going, we'll be here for you.
As the driving organization in the founding of what was the Lycoming Hotel and now the Genetti Hotel, the Williamsport Lycoming Chamber of Commerce is proud to be recognizing Gus Genetti and the Genetti Hotel as the recipient of the 2022 Phillips Plankenhorn Small Business of the Year Award.